BYL before I get my new wagon. So I thought, oh, I might as well do a farewell video to BYL. I've been in it nearly 4 years, I've been just over. So today we're leaving the yard, nice wet day, and we're off to Newport first. So down to Shrewsbury, across the A49 to Hereford, and down to Wales that way, then across the bridge to Bristol. I've got 2 in Bristol, then Columpton, then to Redruth. Never been there before. Redruth, I think it's down near Cornwall somewhere. Right, a bit dark and pitch black, so we can't really film much at the moment, and it's dripping down in rain, so you'll be able to see not a lot. So I'll save camera and film a bit later on, because I have a tendency to run out of memory on my memory card towards the end of videos. Right, see you in a bit. Toodaloo! I can feel a McDonald's coming on. Operation Get Coffee, YouTubers. Oh yes. Need coffee. Need coffee. Like it stopped raining. It stopped raining. Yes. There we go. Go in there. It sells a coffee. Keep awake. Look it. There we go. The golden amber nectar. So, when I get my new truck, I'm thinking about buying a 24-volt kettle and my own coffee supply, because I've worked out over the past 5 years I have spent about £6 million on coffee, which could be why I haven't got much. So I think I'm going to make myself a bit of a saving. Here we are, back on the road. Always check the doors, make sure no one's tampered. Yes, good. Always have a quick check of the oil when you go by, even if you leave it for a couple of seconds. I have once had someone pull me fifth wheel. Well, they didn't, they had to go. With this truck, you've got to reverse a tiny bit, but before you can pull it, because there was too much pressure on. Go. Right. Ooh. Well, it's starting to get a bit lighter out. We're on the A49, it's coming into Hereford. About an hour and a half off of Newport, South Wales. Now, the more observant of you might notice, but my engine warning light is on. This has been on for a while. It's an ongoing process. It keeps going on and off, and normally by the time, you know, I'll defect it. As soon as I get back to the yard, the damn thing goes out again. And even when it's on, as soon as the workshop plug the computer into it, it just goes out again. Anyway, last trip, hoping it should last one more trip, I hope. A bit of luck, it'll blow off on somebody else. Right then, onwards to Newport. There we go, we're nearly there, about a mile off from the industrial estate. We're not in Newport, we're sort of just outside Newport. It's a little industrial estate in the middle of nowhere. This is actually a 7.5 ton road, except for access. So we need access. You can only get to the industrial estate down this road unless we start driving across fields. So after this is the only one we've got in Wales, isn't it, BYL? And then we're off to Bristol. We've got 2, not in Bristol, just on the outskirts of Bristol. I think we shall be having another coffee before then. We'll have time. It's a necessary evil coffee. You need it to stay awake. I'm sure I drink too much for that. I'm sure I drink more than what's good for me, but it's being upside down in a hedge isn't good for you either. So it's always a fun road, this one. A bit tight. Breathe in, everybody. Ah, you can breathe out again. Keeping the video clips quite short because I keep running out. I've done about 100 videos since the last one, but they never turn out. The camera keeps cutting out and doing all sorts of weird, strange stuff. So plan B, short clips, not long clips. I've also got a spare memory card now as well. I'm having lots of memory card problems. And here we are. Lovely little industrial estate. Gotta watch me rear overhang as I turn in. Here we are, and we're half an hour early as well. We're booked in for 7 and it's 6:35. 25 minutes early. And I even stopped for coffee on the way here as well. There we go. Yes, it's been baking hot lately. It was a nice refreshing bit of rain. Unless you're living underneath a certain dam, which is about to flood apparently. There we are. Here we are, chaps and chapesses. First drop of the day. Woohoo! Some bait. We're going on that bay over there. We are. We'll be a bit cheeky going a bit low. He's not supposed to go in just to get the position. Where's he going? There's a car behind me somewhere. Oh, there he goes. Right. They have a nasty habit of disappearing behind your cars, don't they? And you don't know what they're doing. And in 9 years of driving, I've managed to hit 2 of them. This is why I'm a little bit cautious now. I've learnt my lesson the hard way twice. Right, there we go. Anyway, I'll go do the doors. I'll switch the video off to keep it short. Right, let's get unloaded. And we're out of here. And we're going to be a bit early. The next one I go to, they don't like it if you turn up early. They make you wait till your booking in time. So we might as well go get some breakfast. Otherwise I'm just going to be sat there with nothing to do for an hour. So yeah, cup of tea. YouTubers, we're on about 3.5 hours driving, so we might as well get a 45 in here. What do you think? Where shall we go? There's a nice big gap just there, isn't there? Black's as good as any. It's on the blind side, mind. Blind side going in, but it's good for visibility going out. Right, we're pretty close. There we go, we're coming into view now, I can see now. We're in, pal, we're in. Not as good on my blind side as my good side. There we go. On the good side as well, the engine light's gone out, so there is nothing wrong with this truck. If you are the person that has this truck after me, take note, no lights on, nothing to do with me. I shall edit the first bit out. Don't know what you're talking about. Engine problem? What engine problem? Right, break time. Right, over the Severn Bridge, isn't it, boyo? Over to Bristol. 2 drops in Bristol, and then down the M5. Lovely bridge, this. Quite like this bridge. Yeah, we're well early. I've had my break and I'm on my way to Brakes now. Brakes Bristol. Booked in there for 9:30. Going to be there a good half hour early, even though I've had my 45. Usually they do make you wait. Even though there's nothing on the bays, I'll make you wait till your booking in time, and then come your booking in time, they'll suddenly be busy and can't fit you on. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Alright then, I'll see you at Bristol. There we go. So Brakes Bristol, nice and easy, just off the M5. The second one's nice and easy as well. It's Avis, something like that. It's just on the A38. And it's just below Bristol Airport, so you follow the signs of the airport, except you don't go into the airport, otherwise you start asking strange questions like, are you carrying drugs, why are you filming, and do you mind if we strip search you? So don't turn into the airport, just keep on the A38. And well, there's a nice little bush there, there's bacon butties as well. That was a quick change of the lights. The power of editing. They quickly change back again. Well, Pritchard's wrong here. The Pritchard always says go down that one, but it's wrong. I know best. Deny thy sat nav and take the 4th exit, not the 3rd. Bumpy roads. They're bumpy roads. Boing. Right, so Kerry Foods just up here on the right. Not Kerry Foods, we're not going to Kerry Foods. Brakes, because I'm seeing signs for Kerry Foods, innit? They're a bit finicky on you recording. So camera is going to go off. So that's brakes done. We're on the way down the A38 now. We're just by Bristol Airport. There, we don't want to go in there. And we're going Avis Farms. Been there before, it's just off the A38. Just underneath the airport. It's about 2 miles past. Love airport. I could sit at airports and watch aircraft take off and land all day long. Sometimes I go to the one in Manchester. There's a viewers spot at Manchester. And there's a Concorde there and everything. You can do a nosy of Concorde, which is well worth it if you're interested in that sort of thing. Runway there. I do like the aeroplanes. South all the way down bottom end of the M5 to Clumpton, which is near Exeter, and then we're all the way down the A30 into Cornwall for the final drop. I suspect we won't have much time left after that, so I suspect we should be keeping the night in Cornwall. It's a very good chance anyway. Not sure I'll be bringing back. I haven't been to Cornwall for a long time actually. Used to go there quite regularly. It seems to have stopped. I'm going to a new place, a place I've never been to before in Cornwall. Unusually, you've got an ambient load of packaging for them as well, so it's not chilled, so we can switch the fridge off. So if it doesn't come off, I can have a peaceful night anyway. It'll be nice and light as well. Once I get this and Clumpton off, it'll be nice and light. Just empty packaging on the front. So you get the fuel bonus. Yay! We're not far away now. And not far. Oh, yep, roadworks. And a Land Rover. It just likes me Land Rovers. But I've got a feeling we might use the power of editing again. That didn't feel like half an hour at all. Drive. I think there might be three-way lights. Yes, three-way. We're through though. Right, our drop is just at the bottom of this hill. here before. I do know what I'm doing, really. I do. Yes, because there's a bus caff. Look for the bus caff. Cup of tea. There was a nice bacon butty, you know. This is going to be fun. There's a bus in the bus caff. I don't think they do, I don't think he'll do a bacon butty. Somehow. But we need to stick a back end there. So that is what we shall do. We'll clear the van, we shall swing him round. Go over here, stretching my lines a bit. What can you do though? See that off. Are we going in? Oh, we're going in. We shall have it. We'll have it. There we go. I've overheard the bus driver now say it says bus gaff, bacon butty in a tea place. Right, let's get unloaded. Right, there we go. So what we're going to do, down the A38 now to the M5, and I'm going to head south down the M5. Clumpton. We're on time, we're due there for 12 o'clock. Prat nav is saying we'll be there at 11:45, but that's a car prat nav, so I'm going to say be around about 12ish, 50 miles away anyway, and then off to Cornwall then. A tiny bit because it's light at the front end, so it's only packaging on the headboard. Really, you want a bit of weight over the drive axle. I don't mind, you ain't got it today, but it's dry. Right, M5, here we come. There we go, Clumpton, my final chilled delivery. It's all ambient, and I can switch the fridge off. Bit of peace and quiet. We've got Gregory's, it's not far off the motorway, nice and easy one. I think I can remember, I can never, I know I've been there before, I can't remember it though. I go to that many places. Pretty sure I've been here before anyway. Sounds familiar. It looks familiar. I know I've been here before, I've turned left here before. I'm just a little bit hazy. Tight squeeze time, everybody breathe in. Oh, we'll go through there. I'm going for Gregory's, and I can see Gregory's truck up there. I see 2 Gregory's trucks. Indicator out at the front as well. Here we are. Right, it's not in there. I think it's in the next one. I'm sure it's in here, I think. Yes, this is the way in. This is the way in. We're here. We're here. Lovely job. Right, shouldn't be too long in here. Some green. Yes. I thought I was going to have to speak on the intercom then, but no, not the case. Quite vaguely remember. I think we'd go on that bay there. On our left. There's a couple of nice old trucks in there, isn't it? Very posh. From what I remember, it's just changed a little bit. I remember parking up here. Right, we'll park up just here. It's changed a tiny bit. Changed a tiny bit. We'll go see him. We used to come in a slightly different way, I think. I've messed the bloody bay up now and all. The indicator started working again. That means it's not the bulb. Right, we should go sort this little mess out. There we go, that's where we're going to next. My last stop. I've not been here before, first one I've gone, but it's nice and simple, straight down the A30. So, if I switch my sat nav over, we're there. Basically, we're going to head down the M5 to the A30 by Exeter, and then all the way along the A30. So, should be nice and easy. Doesn't look like that big a place, does it? So it should be nice and simple. Sorry, one I've not done before. We've got a bit of a drive down the A30, a fair drive. I've been to Bodmin before. Good thing with maps is you can draw on them. So I've been to Tulip there, I've been to Bodmin, but it's a fair old drive down the A30. I'm going to have a long drive back. I think it'll be A30 and M5 all the way up. It's a bit of a drive tomorrow. Right, let's see how long we're here. There's only one pallet here. We're on the bay. There's some nice trucks in there, but we're on the bay. Just waiting for the light to turn red. Take it off. Right, we'll see how long it takes us to get going. Well, that's just done. In and out of there in a half hour. And the good news is it's been nice and early all day today. I'm booked in at my last one. Booked in for 4 o'clock. We're going to be there, according to Pratt now, about 2:30. Well, so it's the car one, so they say 3 o'clock. Still got plenty of time. We're all good. Get down a bit. So I can have happy memories of my last outward bound trip in BYL. I was on time all day. Back onto the M5 now. It's not far down the M5, it's about 15 miles, something like that, to the to Exeter and we turn right. Oh, we'll spin a bit slippery. Really nice and gentle on the right foot. Dodgy connection with the indicator. Stop working again. Come on, lads. Come on. Here we go. Have it. Yes. Again now, definitely a dodgy connection. Right, onwards to the last drop. Tally ho! So here we are, just coming off the A5, N5 rather, and for A30. And it's just all the way along the A30 now. I might be stopping for another cup of tea on the way though. Giving them plenty of time. No point pushing hours to extremes if you're in plenty of time. How far are we? Can't see. They used to collect from North Taunton. They've not told me what I'm collecting yet. If I am collecting. We used to collect straight out of North Taunton along the A30 from Gregory's, so I'm wondering if they're collecting again from North Taunton. I've been there for years. Nice climb out of that place when you're fully loaded with cheese. Heavy. Did it in the ice once, it was a bit scary. I do have a video, if you look back, I do have a video on North Taunton. That said, we won't find out until I ring up empty and then he'll tell me what I'm reloading. There we go. 94 miles of A30 now. I've got a feeling you don't want to see the entire journey along this bit. I think we might cut it in half and have a cup of tea halfway. Right, I shall see thee at the other end. Oh, just see the signpost, Bodmin 64. Next to the, there we go. Yeah, see you at the other end. Toodaloo. Oh dear. Got a bit of a traffic delay. I would say he's pointing the wrong way. Yes, bit of a problem. I think he's been doing pretty pirouettes down the road. Ah, blue sky. Just chucking it down then. Blue sky over there. It's not very beach weather, is it? I don't think I'll be taking my bucket and spade to the beach in Cornwall, will I? Spinning cars and heavy rain. I think we're heading for the blue bit though. We are. It's definitely looking bluer over there. It's looking horrible in the mirrors. We've left it behind. Right then. Cup of tea required. We're about halfway. I think this will do nicely. Bit of a weird setup, isn't it? Right. Go in here by the looks of things. Get a bit tight. Doable. Where's that car going? You're going to go there, aren't you? He's waving. He's waving. We're going to go there, matey. I'll do it nicely. Lovely, we're in. Cup of tea. Well, there we are. Coming up to the Red Roof. Near the bottom end of the A30, and we're running early as well. We've been running early all day, which is nice. Last trip out in my lorry in BYL. Nice to end it on a good one. Nice to end it on a good one. Right. Not entirely sure what lane we're on here. I've never been here before. I think. Oh, really, I think we want the right lane. Just a little bit in the wrong lane now. Oh, not that one. That's the one. Industrial estates, that's what we want. Also do with is a nice lay-by somewhere near here as well. We might be able to park up on the industrial estate. We'll have a nosy. I'm coming up to 13 hours now, so I have got another 2 really to do a 15. Sure I can find the labour on the A30, there's been plenty of them on the A30. But I don't really like kipping on dual carriageways, I'd rather be somewhere a bit quieter. I like to be able to go for a bit of a walkies as well, I like to stretch my legs. Can't really do that on the dual carriageway. So we're 1¼ miles away from our last drop. parking. Let's park up down there. One mile to go. The engine warning light's back on again as well. Oh wow. Stakes on the left. I don't think we can park on the industrial estate anyway, it's all double yellow, isn't it? Although a bit faded, so I'm not sure they're legal. It's the road name I'm after. Tulip Wilson Way. Turning on to Wilson Way now. Well, in a minute anyway. So it's the only one, all the drops we've done today I've been to before. It's the only one I've not done before. Never been here before. Should be around here somewhere. Should be around here somewhere. Look for a big foodie place. Tulip. Want me to the right. Width restrictions to the right, so we don't want to go down that. Recycling, don't want recycling. On a foodie place. According to the Prat Nav, we've arrived. What's this place on the right? I've got a feeling that's it on the right, I think. Fridges, you can always tell, fridge, tulip, that's it, that's where we're going. Right, yeah. Right then, YouTubers, we're off now to North Taunton, which is 78 miles away. We're not going there, we're going to be there for 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Got to be at Arla. We're loading for Whitchurch, Grove Cross Whitchurch, that's where we're going. We never travel far empty. Quickly show you the ones and I'll show you there, I don't know if you can see that. So that's where we're going back up the A30 and then just turn left off the A30 up to North Taunton. Great big steep hill as well. I've come a crop on that hill, I've been there for a while, but yeah, it's a nice hill that one. Right, so we should go park up. There we go, parked up. Done about a 14.5-hour day, parked up the A30. One of the better lay-bys I can find because it's got the little partition there. So at least I'm not rocking too badly all night. Can't really go for any walkies though. Oh well. I'm about an hour away from North Taunton, so not too bad in the morning. Got to be there for 7, so I've got to lie in. Leave a bit early, I'll give myself a cup of tea on the way up. Right then, I'm going to put my feet up and chill, relax. See you tomorrow. Right, there we go, YouTubers. A nice kip overnight. Last kip in BYL. Right, we're off to Taunton, North Taunton, for reload. Easier day today, reload day. So, Taunton to Pritchard. Roll on. I know it wasn't this low, it's AZX. I got stuck getting up this hill in the snow and ice, fully loaded with cheese, and it started wheel spinning, came to a stop, and then it started sliding backwards and some poo came out. Luckily, a bit of wiggling about, locking the diff and faffing about, I did manage to get it going again, and it was like second gear all the way up. Nearly there anyway. We should be coming back with a full load of cheese up this hill. Ooh, tractor. Past just there. I think there's a little bit of a gateway. There we go. Right, we're nearly there. I've got to save memory card and battery now. I'm getting a bit short on both. At North Taunton, and if you want to see a video of North Taunton, there is one further back on my video list. I do a drive coming out of North Taunton. Don't think I come from Arlo though, I come from Gregory's, which is just next door. And we're climbing up the great big hill of a full load of cheese. Like I say, I can't really do it today. I'm getting a bit short on memory card and battery, so I can't really do the full run out. But this is me reload going to Pritchard. There we go. Hardest thing ever to reverse up to those loading ramps because you can't see them. You get there, you just know it's there somewhere. Side, once you're on it, it's a lot easier. Now, you can't see the ramp reversing up to it, but I've got myself a frothy coffee whilst they're loading me. 24 pallets. So with a fridge with a door on, because there's an internal door on that split load, there was an ambient and a chilled load. I'll be on my weight limit. It's going to be fun going up that hill. There we go, the last reload. Oh, there we go, all sorted and loaded. So we're now out, heading to Pritchard. We're going to be heading south out of North Taunton down the A3124. Up that great big hill, fully loaded with cheese, along the A30. Towards Exeter and the M5, and then we're going to be a long time going up the M5. It should be M6, M54, and we'll come off at Junction 3 and head towards Market Drayton and across to Pritchard. Can't remember the road number, I think it's the A49, I think. To deliver our load, and I take it there'll probably be a return load from Pritchard to our yard. There's a few places we collect from in Pritchard. We actually collect from the place we're delivering to sometimes. There we go. Is the light not turning green? The light doesn't turn green. It stays red. We'll go for a red light. Very nerdy. Right, I shall again save the memory card on the battery, don't use up too much. I'm hoping to film right the way back to the yard If the video does end suddenly, without me saying thanks for watching and goodbye and all the rest of it, and you're all marvellous, it's because I've run out of memory card or battery, one or the other, which has happened a few times lately. A lot of videos haven't made it because I've run out halfway through. I've been left with half a video. Right, see you in a bit. Here we go. I'll hold it in a low gear, we're fully loaded. I've switched to the manual gear. These autos are good. It's definitely safer in manual. Feel the revs drop now on the steep bit. This is where it gets fun when it's icy, snowy or just wet. It's where you start sliding backwards. Go on, one last time. Feel the gear change coming on. Knock him off. There we go. We're on our way to the A30. There we go. First main road, A30. All the way to Exeter and out the M5. We've got around about 234 miles to go. Should be there just after midday. I was saying B11:44, but again, it's a car sat nav. Plus, I'm going to have a break. I've already done 2 hours of driving, so I will definitely be needing a break at some point. Right, I shall spare thee the boredom. This is now the boring part. Dual carriageway motorway, most away, all the way to Telford anyway, and then it's across to Market Drain and Whitchurch. Right then, you can do this the short way. I've got to do it the long way. Well, so far so good. We're up to Bristol. No hold-ups so far. Only bad sign is I'm not going to make it. I was hoping to make it to junction 8 on the M5 because there's key fuels there. I'm not quite going to make it there, so I'm going to have to stop at the services before, and then I have to stop off at junction 8 for key fuels as well. I don't think that one's the one before the key fuels. But I've got the Severn Bridge to the left of me. We've got the RAC building to the right of me. I don't know if you can see that. And we're just crossing the M4. All good. Keep trucking. Yes, we'll come off at Mitchell Wood Services. I'm on 4 hours driving. Not going to make it to the one by junction 8. I don't think this one's key fuels. I should check. I don't think it is. I broke down here once. I rolled up here once with a knackered gearbox, blocking everything. Couldn't move it. It was right in everyone's way. I was popular that day. I shall walk to the shop via the BP garage and I shall have a nosy. I shall see. There we go, nice and easy there. Yes. We're in. we go. Break time on 4 hours driving. Typical, it is Key Fuels. And when I got here, every single pump was empty. Just as my break comes to an end, massive queue up suddenly. About 5 minutes before break over, and there's a massive queue now. So I'm thinking we have to go to the next one anyway, rather than sit here waiting. I have technically got enough fuel to make it, but I'll only just make it. But I don't know where he's sending me once I've got to Whitchurch. Chances are it'll be a reload out of Whitchurch straight back to the yard, but he could also send me to Crewe, Nantwich or Shrewsbury, or send me anywhere. And chances are, if I don't put a bit of extra fuel in, give myself a bit of wiggle room, he'll send me somewhere else. And it's better to have put a bit of fuel in and not needed it than it is to have driven past the Key Fuels and then run out. Actually, he's not at a pump, he's just parked. Oh, that's just typical, isn't it? Can't get in because of that one. There's only one actually at the pumps. He's gone and he can't be bothered parking in the bays. Oh well, we'll go to the next one anyway, rather than queuing. It's a bigger station, more pumps. So we'll go to can't remember the name of the services. The Key Fuels are just off junction 8, just by the M50, where the M50 meets the M5. Just a tiny bit north on this side. I like to have my brake there because I can see the air ambulance. There's an air ambulance depot right there, and I have been in an air ambulance. I set fire to myself, lucky me, and I got airlifted. So I do like seeing the air ambulance. I'm an air ambulance supporter. Right then, we're on our way. Why does it always rain just as I've got to get out the truck? Right, we're at junction 8. I'll get myself some fuel whilst we're here. I know some of you are probably thinking, my god, how long is this video and when is the hairy man going to stop talking? Good news is, I've just popped in and got myself a new memory card. Just to make sure I'm not going to run out of memory card as well. Good stuff. Right, and here we are. I shall give myself a bit of wiggle room so I definitely won't run out. Should do it. Let's get some fuel. Yes, just over half a tank in the one tank. So I've done it before. I've just thought, oh, I've got just about enough to make it, I shan't bother. And then just as I'm nearly back, the phone rings and I get diverted somewhere. And I think, oh heck, where's the nearest Key Fuels? And you can never find one. So yeah, I've got myself a little bit of extra playroom now, should I get diverted or should I not be reloading in Whitchurch back to the yard. So you might send me to Crewe or Nantwich or Shrewsbury. stop, Grocotts, or as it's now called, Agri, in Whitchurch. Huge place. Huge place. We shall get there now. Right. He's moving over. Lovely job. Oh. Right, we're on our way. Well, first hold up of the day, the usual hold ups on the M5 top end between junctions 2 and 1 where the roadworks are. We've cleared them now, where they're working on the bridge. And it wouldn't be a trip if we didn't have a cheeky little jaunt along the M6, and here we are, just merging with the M6. Won't be on here long, we'll be coming off on the M54. There's another Penton's coming the other way. Give him a wave. Oh yeah, M54 now. There we go, off the M6 onto the M54. And we're just coming off junction 3. The A41, not the A49, I said the A49 before. The A49 does go to Whitchurch, but it's a bit further down. Give me road numbers mixed up. So from there we'll nip across to Market Drayton and then into Whitchurch. Oh, we should be there! We're not far away now. It's a good museum up here on the left. It's the RAF Museum Arch. RAF Costard, which is free to enter. It's a nice museum if ever you're in the area. When I was a coach driver, I used to do coach trips. So I used to do the air show. I used to do the RAF Costard air show, which is good. Because I used to get paid for driving the coach. I used to get to watch the air show as well, which is a nice day. And as a coach driver, I got a free entry. And I got a meal voucher as well. I got a free dinner. So I got paid for watching an air show and a free dinner. Can't complain at that. Yeah, but even when the air show's not on, good place to visit. I say I do like me airplanes. Whitchurch, here we come. Not far now. There we go, North Taunton, 250 odd miles. Here we are in Whitchurch. Nice truck stop there, do a nice cup of tea, bacon butty in there, if you ever coming past this way. We've got some bike meets as well, into motorbikes. There's normally a bike meet there as well at the weekend. And a lovely classic car place there. There's car options along the left. I've never been. I only live about 20 minutes away from here. I live Ellesmere. I've always fancied going to the car options, but I'm always in work. Never quite get there. Any nice Land Rovers in there? I can't see any. Oh, there's a Range Rover. I'm not really a Range Rover. I'm not a Range Rover person. go-karts. We shall tip in go-karts. I say it's called aggro now. Aggro something. Makes no difference because I'm dyslexic. I couldn't spell it when it was called Grow Continental, and I still can't spell it now. It's called aggro something. I still spelled it wrong. There it is, just over there. It's a lovely sunny day it is now. We've got a mixture of stuff. We've had rain and sunshine. Can't make its mind up, can it? You can feel it's fully loaded with cheese. Called Agro Merchants Group. It's called now. They got taken over. It was Grow Continental, but they got taken over. I think they are German now. I do think they are German. That's the shape Volvo I'm having next. One uses the mid-lift, mine's a tack lift. Yeah, so I'm going from the shape to the newer shape Volvo. I've never driven the new shape Volvo yet. I've driven the shape before this one. I used to have V940 EAW. That was an old Mark 1 Volvo. And there's this one, and I'm going on to the new shape. Here we are. There we are, chaps and chapesses. We're at go-karts all the way from Newport. Right, let's go book in and see what they want to say. Right, you're going on bay 47. Nice and easy one, it's practically a straight line. Line it up straight. now. There it is. So, we're on. Job's a good one. There we go, not bad in out there, 40 minutes, or 39 to be exact. And I'm glad I put some fuel in, because I'm now off to Shrewsbury. I don't know what's happening. I've been told ring me when you get to Shrewsbury. Normally it's just a straight collection at Shrewsbury. I don't know, I'm going to have to ring him, but I shall get to Shrewsbury and then give him a ring. See what's happening. So Shrewsbury Brown now, so that'll be the A49, as I said before. I wrongly said the A49. The A49 takes me to Shrewsbury. So we shall nip across to there. Right, we're in Shrewsbury. Straight down the A49 from Pritchard. See what they want us to do now, eh? Get out in front of them. We're not allowed to film in this place, so we'll be switching off. See you on the way out. Right, that's that. Can you spot the difference? We've got a curtain cider. Just had to do a bit of strapping. I've got big bins full of animal fat and animal parts, the bits that you can't eat. It's not for people with a weak stomach. A bit smelly and a bit yucky. Someone's got to do it though. It's going for dispersal. I think they incinerate it. But so going for Shrewsbury, I'm going to Hordley, which is just down the A5, and I'm nearly back at base then, and from there I'm going back to base. I've got an old trailer. This trailer's so old there isn't actually an ABS socket, it's pre-ABS. So my ABS light comes on now. So there is no ABS. We don't do much curtain side work, we don't do much strapping, but we do a little bit. First time I've actually done this. Normally I do packaging, if I do any. That normally goes to non-eaten and Frome, normally. It's the only strapping I normally do. It's not bad that, because that's nice and clean and well, packaging. It's nothing to look at, is it? Like I say, this, it isn't for people with a weak stomach anyway. got one. 40-mile-an-hour driver. 40. Holding up everyone. Come on. I don't know why he's positioning himself over to the left. I'm just going to move on. Go. Use thy right foot. Hurry up, he's leaving me behind all of a sudden. All of a sudden we're doing 50. He's one of them. There you go, so we're not far from the depot. I'm only 6 miles from the depot. I've just got this bit of a country lane now to Hordley. Drop the animal fat and animal bits off. It's a pity you're not allowed to film in there. And I could show you some strapping and unstrapping. And for those of you who felt sick watching my reversing video due to the camera wobbling under my head, I could give you something else to throw up about as well. Pity. Never mind. Yes, we've got a bit of a country lane. And then it's back to the depot. It's weird, isn't it? Because sorry, I've never done this. I mean, I've been to Audley before and I've been to Shrewsbury before, but I've never done the fat between the two. First time I've actually done this. First time for this job. Last time I'll be doing it in my truck in BYL. There we go, that's all done. All I've got now is about 8 miles back to the yard. What they've done is to take in the full plastic bins off. I've just got empty. We just put empty bins back on, which are strapped on. And they're dead light, so I've got my tag axle up now. So this is my last drive of BYL. That said, it might not be the last drive. I mean, AZX. I took that out once. My old truck, that's the truck I did a day in the life of a truck driver in, and quite a lot of the early videos were done in AZX. And sometimes when I'm quiet, I'll do a bit of shunter driving in the yard, and occasionally I'll move it around the yard. And there was a day when this was in for service, and they gave me my old truck AZX, so I took my old truck out. So I'm sure I shall drive this again. Might only just be around the yard, shunting or whatever. They might ask me to pull it off a bay or something. So this is the last of our adventures together. You're going to have a new driver, and you're going to have lots of new adventures with a new driver. I'm sure I shall see it coming the opposite direction on the road plenty. She'll miss it though. It's been a good old truck. You're a working horse. You're not the shiniest truck in the yard. You're not the best equipped, but you're a working truck. One of the workhorse trucks, this one. It's done me well, haven't we, eh? Right then, back to the yard. Oh yeah, final 2 miles in my truck. New truck tomorrow. Posh one. Let's say it's got a microwave and a fridge in that one. I ain't got a microwave or a fridge in this. But a luxury. Here to reheat my McDonald's. fumes. Diesel vapour I would have been on if I hadn't topped up a bit. It's better to have too much diesel than not enough. But normally you'd reload at Whitchurch and straight back to the yard. Wasn't the case today. I always straddle two lines. You can do it in one lane, but you can get sandwiched. You always get a truck to the right of you and another truck to the left of you, and it gets really tight. I take up two lanes. Saves it happening, you don't get sandwiched then. We're back. Sunny Oswestry. Glad I got that extra SIM card as well, that memory card rather. I kept saying I'm not going to film much because I'm trying to save memory. I kept filming bits. God knows how long this video is going to be. I bet you're all glad now, it's nearly over. Just about kept it to a 13. There we go, we're back. Oh, there's the new trucks. There's one there. There's the other one in there. Right, to the fuel pumps. There we go. Right, that's it. Thanks for watching. So, last drive of BYL. Switching off. All I'm going to do is park him up. Right, have fun, and I shall see you with the next video, which will either be the first day out in my new truck or a cab tour or something. Right, toodaloo. Boo!